Hello everyone, it's TeresaLouise here. Welcome to Sunday Sew and Chat. Glad that all of you could be here with me today. Thank you very much. It is May 26th. Turn the volume down on my laptop. I always forget that. So, hope everybody's doing well. Oh boy, it has been a week. It has been a week. So, the snow melted. Yay, that's good. Yeah, so what was it? Sunday, Monday morning? I don't remember when it was. Sometime this past week. Um, Woke up to 3 inches of snow. That was fun. Yeah, it's gone now, so. But it is still cool. I mean, we aren't even up to 60 yet today. So, yeah, it's been cold here. And it just amazes me because the variety of weather that we have across the United States. Some people are, going through tornadoes, and some people it's too hot, and just some people it's too cold and it's snowing. What the heck is going on? Crazy weather. Anyway, so welcome everyone. Let's see who we have here. We have Donna H. Hello there. Welcome. Donna B. Paula. Suzanne. How are you doing? We have Lisa. Hi there, Lisa. Melina. Susan from Sewing Sensation with Shady Susan. How are you today, sweetheart? We have Kathy R. We have Shirley, who is getting around to it. I love her YouTube name, Around to It. That's so cute. And let's see, where was I? Okay. Kathy says rainy 56 in Wisconsin. That sounds about like my weather. We have Kathy from Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. Hello, sweetheart. And Susan, I know she's up in Washington. 61, windy here on the east side of the Cascade Mountains. Yeah, we're windy too. Windy, cloudy. Looks like it's going to rain. Suzanne Taylor, hello. Cindy West, hello. Down in Tennessee. Yeah, I like Tennessee. I do. I've only been there once, but I really liked it. It was a really neat state to drive through. And we have Teresa. We have Polly. Hello, ladies. Hello, Brenda. Okay, so while I'm going to say hello some more in just a minute, but I wanted to let you know what I'm doing today because I didn't put it in the description down below because I wasn't sure what I was going to do today. And then until I got up here in the sewing room. And then I decided I wanted to get the pillowcases done. Okay, so I'm going to get my red and white gray pillowcases done. And the ones that I'm going to work on first are the standard size pillowcase. Hey, while I'm thinking about it, can you guys hear me okay? Because I have the camera quite a ways away from me than I normally do. So somebody would let me know if you can hear me okay. Hello, Mary G. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Mona. Yes, you can. Hear you fine. Hear you fine. Sounds good. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so if you guys want to do a pillowcase with me, let me tell you what you're going to need, and then I will say hello to a few more people. So for a standard size pillowcase, your main piece of fabric, the biggest piece that you're going to need is 27 inches by width of fabric. Okay. Um, so 27 inches with the fabric. Now, I didn't have quite 27 inches. So mine is actually 26 and a half. So both of my pieces are 26 and a half. And I think that's still big enough. We'll see. I think it'll still be big enough. So my red and white. This one is the one that has the butterflies all over it. Isn't that pretty? Oh, so gorgeous. I cannot wait to have these on my bed. Okay, the next piece that you will need is 9-inch, okay, and this is for the cuff, 9-inch by width of fabric, okay, and mine is this pretty red, which is the same fabric line as this piece. And then you're going to need an accent piece, and that one is 2 inches. But you know what? I was thinking about this. If you have extra binding pieces that is long enough and it's 2.5 inches, my binding is 2.5 inches. So, you could use 2.5-inch accent piece. Okay. So mine is this gray one. Now you fold them in half. You fold it in half and iron it. Okay. On the long way, of course. Iron it. And you want to do that to the 9-inch piece also. Fold it in half and press it. Okay. This one, just press the whole thing. You don't have to press a seam in it or anything like that. Okay. So and then if you want to sew this, I'll wait here a few minutes while you're doing that. Again, 27 inches by width of fabric, 9 inches for the cuff, 2, or you could do 2.5 by width of fabric for your little accent piece. Okay, so let's see who else we have. Hi, Barbara Kate. How's it going? Hello, Joe. Hi, Kim. Hi, Katie. Let's see. Hello, Linda Denton. How are you doing? And Cindy wants to know if I wash my fabric first. No, I don't. No, I don't. But you can if you want to. Some people do, some people don't. I typically don't. Now, the only fabric that I wash beforehand is if I'm going to use a batik for the backing of a quilt, then I will wash it first. And the reason I do that is because washing it takes out all that sizing or all that stuff that they put in it, and it makes it a little bit easier to quilt. So that's really the only one I do. Sometimes when I'm going to do flannel for the backing, sometimes I will go ahead and pre-wash it. Not that often, but sometimes. But all in all, no, I don't. Hello, Lisa, the awkward quilter. How are you today? And let's see. Hi, Nita. Paula. Hello, hello. See if I missed anybody. Susan says she can hear me very well. That's awesome. Good. Okay. I do have the microphone hooked up, so. All right. Hope everybody is doing great today. And we have Carol. Hello, Carol. Katie can only stay a few minutes before heading out to run errands. Okay, well, I appreciate you stopping in, Katie, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you, Kim, for the reminder of the thumbs up. You know, I wish YouTube would stop changing things. I really do. Because my whole laptop screen looks different now, and it's weird what they did. Why do they have to keep changing things? Okay, so then what you do is you're going to pull this out. Now I just kind of set it on my lap here until I want it, because the first piece you need is the 9-inch cuff. Is that right? Yeah, okay. So you lay your 9-inch down in front of you with the fabric up, with the pretty side up, facing you. The next piece you're going to put down is your main fabric piece for the pillow, and it's going to be pretty colors up, and you're just going to line these up. The raw edges, you're going to line them up. Now mine always get kind of wonky, so you don't have to pin at this point, but I do, and I just put a couple of pins in to kind of hold it there. And so what are you guys working on today? Oh, good, Kathy. Kathy Rego is relaxing and cross-stitching today, and she was hoping I would be live. So you can just kick back, cross-stitch, have a cup of tea or coffee or whatever it is you like to drink, and just visit. That sounds good. And hi, Susie. She's working on a quilt of valor. Awesome. Kim wants to make a pillowcase for the grandkids and embroidery their name on it. That would be awesome. I saw Becca doing these pillowcases. I think it was on Friday, wasn't it? And I thought, oh, yeah, I need to get my pillowcases done. So, yeah. Hers are so cute, too. Okay. So just a couple of pins there to hold it. Like I said, you don't really have to do that. Okay, the next piece is your little 2-inch that's folded. Excuse me. Raw edge. So everything is going to have the raw edges coming together. Okay. So now I'm just going to lift those pins up and place this 2-inch down. Hi, Marla. Let's see. People are telling me what they're doing, so let me look. Lisa is still organizing and cleaning the sewing room and house. Fun. I love to organize. I actually love watching people organize. I'm not near as picky as I used to be when I was younger. Let me just say that. Okay, and we have Gloria, I'm working on a walkie log cabin quilt for her son's bed. Awesome. I bet that's going to be cute. I want to do one of those wonky log cabins one of these days. Okay, so get all that on there. Now you're going to roll the big piece up. And what I do is I just kind of bring it up about halfway or a third of the way up like that. And then I start rolling it. A little easier, you know. I have to roll all of that, right? Okay. So you roll that up. Give yourself room from the edge here. Now you're going to take your 9-inch piece and bring it over your roll and line it up. Now what I usually do is find the middle here, line that middle up first. So now all my raw edges are together, and then I'm just going to pin that there, and then I'll work this way, pinning. Hi Jean, how's it going? Kim canned chicken yesterday, so relaxing today, just catching YouTube. Awesome. Nita is binding on my needle minder. Oh, cute. I would love to see that. Shirley is doing as little as possible. That's right. You need to relax. And Susan is finally back to sewing on the Quilt Works wall quilt from a class I took in April. I bet that one is quite challenging. Cindy West is doing housework because storms are coming through, so I don't turn my machines on. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I do that too. Unplug everything when I have a storm coming. Okay. I think I said hello to Marla, but just in case I didn't. Hi, Marla. Hi, Liz. Mary G says, I finally have a day with no wind, so working outside. Made a blueberry pie, now resting with counted cross-stitch project. Oh my goodness. Blueberry pie. That sounds yummy. I made cinnamon rolls the other day, and that was really yummy. And I made them with raisins and walnuts, lots of brown sugar, butter, and then of course Brandon doesn't think that's sweet enough, so you must put frosting on top of it. So I did like a cream cheese frosting on the top of them. They were very good, but they are a lot of work. A lot of work. Yeah, I did them totally homemade, you know, so I made the dough. I kneaded the dough. Well, my machine kneaded the dough. I kneaded it a little bit. And then, you know, you let it rise, and then you knead it again, you know, and then you roll it out. It is quite labor intensive. And I guess it was worth it. I got to rest in between everything rising, you know, so it wasn't too bad. Linda Parsons says, I'm not sewing on anything at the moment. I just got done cross-stitching a project. Awesome. Hello, Barbara Cade. How's it going? I think I said hello already, but I always forget who I said hello to because there's so many, you know. I love piecing, but I need to stop and quilt a few of my quilt tops before making more. I have about a dozen plus waiting. Yeah, well, I know that feeling. I have about a dozen plus too, waiting. I do have a quilt on the long arm, and so far so good. The stitches look good. Everything is going well. Um, I think I have maybe two more passes and it'll be done. It's not my quilt, it's somebody else's. And it is really big. It was way, way too big for my long arm, but I made it work and it's getting done. So, okay, so once you get your tube all pinned together, now we can sew those edges a quarter of an inch seam. Okay, let's see. Hi, Valerie. Hello, Renee. Yes, Kathy R. I am making the tube pillowcase. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Valerie is just eating a piece of pizza. That's what I'm having for dinner tonight. Hi, Crafting with Vivian. How are you doing? It was delicious, you guys. Hi, Kelly. Kelly was just putting another pair of strips on a 4/4 log cabin blocks. Awesome. Hello, Sheila. Mowing acreage all morning. Oh my goodness. I bet you are tired. I thought about going out and mowing too, but it's just windy and just a little too cold for me. Donna Bogart has been planting the garden today, and now she's just relaxing and watching YouTube. Cool. Okay, so let me get this. Let me get some thread on here on my sewing machine. Our internet has still been flaky, so be prepared. Um, it might flick off. If it does, I'll try to come back once it comes back on. And every now and then the power has been going off, so let's hope that doesn't happen. I think I need to fix my needle threader because it's not working. Luckily, I can still see well enough to thread that needle. Okay, let me check my bobbin. Ooh, I'm glad I checked that. It's got a dark blue in there. I don't want dark blue in that. I had dark blue in there because I was doing the binding on a Quilt of Valor quilt. And so it's all done. And going on to the next stage, the lady's going to put the label on it. And then tomorrow, my quilting group will be giving out 2 Quilt of Valors quilts um, at our at the local VFW presentation that they have here. So I'll be going down there tomorrow. I just hope it is a beautiful day, not cold and windy. So I'll probably get some pictures of that and I will share that on the Facebook group. Susan bought a roll of batting and a few yards of 108 backing so she can get some of the quilts quilted. Yeah, I was on So Yeah yesterday, and I bought two 3 yard backings. One is kind of a lilac color, so I think it'll go with the fireworks or festivals and fireworks quilt that I'm doing, the purples and the greens. And then the other one was kind of like white with gray flowers and leaves and stuff like that. Is really pretty. And I'm going to see how it looks with that red and white quilt I did. And then I bought a bundle of 3 yards, and then I think I bought one thing of fat quarters, maybe. I don't remember. Hello, Irish lady. How's it going? Having hot dogs and huckleberry lemonade. Yummy. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Fingers crossed that it stays nice and warm. Oh, Kim, I'm sure you don't have enough fabric. Okay, I'm going to get to sewing this. Just check looks good. I always like to check that, you know. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to do 1/4 of an inch. And I'm going to back stitch. And I'm not running over the pins this time. You know who is laying right down there. Okay, there's that. I like pins better than clips for something like this. Now, when I'm doing the binding on a quilt, I usually use the clips because there's just so much fabric, you know, that I use. My pins are like the thinnest, wimpiest pins you can get. I like them really, really little. Um, so they don't work really good for binding, or if you have to go through, you know, like, yeah, binding. So with binding, I use the clips, and that's about the only time I use my clips. Sheila said last night I only bought one 3-yard bundle. Oh yeah, I almost bought that. I almost bought that Tilda, but I didn't see anything in there really that I really liked. So I probably have 75 kits. Oh no, that's a lot of kits. That is a lot of kits. I don't think I have that many kits. Okay, so that is done. Now we have to get all that fabric out of our burrito. So just be, you know, kind of easy with it and pull it out of there. A little bit at a time. It'll come. So we went to the doctor on Thursday, and Brandon had an EKG. Ow, my thumb. And yeah, he is back in AFib, according to that, which we knew he was. He's been back in AFib for a couple of weeks. He hasn't been feeling good. So we were able to get in to see at his heart doctor. We're going in on Thursday, so we have to drive up to Coeur d'Alene, which I think it was like 6 or 7 hours drive just to get there. I don't know. I'll have to Google it because I don't remember. Do I use magic pens? I have a few magic pens that came in the sew sampler box that I use. I mostly use them over at the Longarm because even those pens are too thick. I do like the tops of the magic pens because you can grab a hold of them a lot easier. All of the pens that I use that are on here are glass beads, so you can iron. They don't melt. Here's one of the needle or pens that I got from the sew sampler box. It is really thick. The pen itself is really thick. So I need to actually move that over to the long arm. But they're just little glass pens, and these actually, the dark blue ones are a little bit thicker than the yellow. The yellow ones are like the thinnest, and then I have a light blue that are super thin too. I do like the beaded ones because it's a little easier to grab a hold of also. But so far, none of the magic pens that I have found are thin enough for me. So, um, I used to use those flathead pins, you know, when I very first started quilting, and those are pretty thick. Um, and I still use them over on the Longarm and stuff, but kind of depends on really what I'm pinning together. Okay, I'm going to square this up. Hi, Kay. How's it going? You mean you got to nap? Oh, my goodness. Good for you. I haven't got a nap yet. When I get off here, though, I'm going to. So, anyway, we'll go back up to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and see what the heart doctor has to say about Brandon. I'm sure they're going to want to, you know, do another EKG and do all the things, do all the tests. So it hasn't even been a year since he had the ablation. Okay. So, now I know a lot of people, there's a lot of people out there that, they do just fine in AFib, but he's not one of those. he just cannot, just doesn't do well in AFib at all. Okay, let's see. I need to press this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press all this. I'll press my cuff. Oh. Yeah, that's right, Kay. I had a burrito without you. Hi, June. Hi, Kay Bridges. How's it going? She said that is where I got my magic pins, in the Sew Sampler box. Yep, that's where I got mine too. Sheila says her mom had the ablation and it didn't last long either. Yeah, his heart doctor said, you know, it might last a year, it might last 2 years, but then again, it might not. He didn't give him any time guarantees, but Brandon had been going in and getting the cardio version every 3-4 months, and you know, they really wanted him to try and have the ablation done, because the cardio version's pretty hard on you too. So I don't know what he's going to do. He might go ahead and opt for the cardio version this time. I don't know, because that ablation was really hard on him. I don't know if some of you remember that, you know, they just keep you, after that procedure, they keep you in the hospital 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours, and then they release you. And then we had that long drive, right? Well, and then Brandon ended up getting, he was in so much pain from that procedure that he didn't hardly want to move for a couple of days. So then he ended up with pneumonia. And then I had to take him back to the hospital, which then he was in the hospital with pneumonia for 3 days. So this time, if they have the ablation done again up in Coeur d'Alene, I'm going to insist that he stays overnight. I'm going to insist that he stays overnight. So Okay, thanks for popping in, Kelly. Yeah, that's right, Lisa. You just never know. Like one of these times it might just really work and take effect and go away because he hasn't always had AFib. It's only been since he is having all the sleep problems. So I would say, I guess it's been about 7 years that he's been dealing with that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and press this. Okay, I'm going to do French seams. So normally and this is how I try to remember it, okay? Because it can be kind of confusing for us people with fog brain, okay? So normally you sew something with right sides together, right? When you're doing French seam, it's just the opposite. First, you sew it with the wrong side together, okay? So that's how I remember it. And I always, uh, through the whole thing, I'll be thinking, I hope I'm doing this right. I hope I'm doing this right. Okay, so I'm going to pin this, put a few pins in here and there. Hi, Bambi. How's it going? Um, and I'm going to line these seams up real good here. Now, this seam is pretty thick. So something like that, I would put a binder clip in or put my pin on the right next to the fat seam. Okay. One on either side works good. That way it's not going to slip. All right. Oh, thanks, Shelly. I love this fabric too. It is pretty. I cannot wait to get all of this on my bed. It's going to be really pretty. I'll have to put up the Tula Pink for a little while. I might put Tula Pink on the guest bedroom bed. Oh, I just cut that off, Cindy. Let's see. It is Scarlet Stitches in White Linen by Color Principle for Henry Glass and Company. The pat number is 2699. Okay. So I wonder if you just Google 2699 if it would come up. I know it is pretty. I can't remember what year it came out. It doesn't say on here what year, but it's probably 3 or 4 years old, I want to say. It was in a kit that I bought, and I didn't do the kit pattern. I did something different with the fabric. Okay, so here we go. Hi, Laura Sup. How's it going? Okay, Lisa, enjoy dinner. Thank you for the prayers. I appreciate it. Hi, Jackie. Thank you, Joe. I think so too. Let me see. If you have a channel, if you want to put your, if anybody out there can put their channel links in there for, I mean the moderators, you're welcome to do channel links. Laura Sup says, sorry I'm late. Hello everyone. I got back from vacation. I can't seem to catch up on anything. Yeah, it seems like it goes that way, right? My brother is doing good. My brother is doing good. Thank you for asking. Okay. Hi, So Terry. Nope, I haven't got the sew sampler yet. First it said it was going to be here Friday, and then when Friday went by, now it says it's going to be here Monday. Well, we all know it's not going to be here Monday. Monday's a holiday. So I hate this new mailing thing that the Fat Quarter Shop is doing. I dislike it strongly. How's that? Okay. Let me finish getting this pinned. All right, so my appointment with the doctors, I told her that, you know, my fibromyalgia has really been acting up, and, you know, I have not been feeling good with it at all. It has been really flared up. And I said, I'm ready to try something, in, you know. Is there anything new? And no, there's nothing really new, at least why she didn't know anything new. And so I told her, she said, how about Lyrica? She said, I see you tried it before. I did. I tried it about 7 years ago, and or longer, probably been longer than that. And it just made me too tired. And so I told her I would try it again because I'm too tired anyway. So what's the difference, you know? I'm tired anyhow. So I've been, so I went ahead and said, okay, I'll try it. So I've been on it for 3 days now. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, Mona. Oh, you got your So Sampler yesterday? Um, so I don't know that I feel really any more tired. Kind of, kind of groggy, but kind of awake too. You know how you feel when you drink too much coffee and you kind of get the little jitteries? That's kind of how I feel. Like I've had too much coffee. But I'm still, I don't know if I'm more tired than I normally am. And actually, I've been sleeping better. I know that. And when I wake up in the morning, I feel better. And when it doesn't take me as long to wake up in the morning as it normally does. So, I'm going to keep giving it a try. We'll see how it goes. I figured, maybe I'll give it a month. We'll see. The first time I tried it, I I only lasted a day. So, you know. I know there's all kinds of, everything you got to be careful with, you know. You guys, I'm just tired of being in pain, There's got to be something. Can't I'm sick of it. Yeah, that's true. Stress can make you feel tired. Um, so you can do 1/4 of an inch and then trim it down because you only want about an 1/8 of an inch on this seam, before you do the fold over. So I just try to do an 1/8 of an inch to begin with so I don't have to mess around with all the cutting and stuff. So the other thing is my thumb, so I still have trigger thumb. I can't bend it. And she wouldn't give me the injection because she said that because the first injection didn't last that long, then it's probably not going to work for it. And that having cortisone shots injected into your joints deteriorates the joints. And she said then you would just end up with it being worse, than what you started with. So she wants me to go see a hand doctor and possibly, have whatever surgery it is. So, I'm not looking forward to that because, yeah, I don't do well with anesthesia at all. So, I don't know. Whoever said it was the golden years? That's what I want to know. The surgery's not that bad? Okay, Teresa. Thank you for saying that. It can't be as bad as carpal tunnel surgery, right? Me too, Valerie. Me too. I have tried the thumb splint, and she said she didn't want me wearing it because I wore it for like over a month, and actually it kind of made things worse. I can't bend my thumb now, whereas before when I wasn't wearing the splint, at least it would bend, and now it doesn't even bend. Every now and again it'll bend, and when it bends it hurts. So she said try not to wear the splint during the day, and maybe just wear it at night. So I know, right, Kathy? I think we all say it. I don't know whoever came up with calling it the golden years, because it certainly is not that. Might be more like the pewter years. What's that face, Kay? Oh, I know, the splint thing. I know. So I'm just wearing it at night, because if I accidentally bend my thumb at night when I'm asleep, oh my God, I wake up screaming, it hurts so bad. So I am still wearing it. But I looked it up on like everybody else does. You look it up on Google, and they said to wear a splint for like 6 weeks. We'll see what the hand doctor says. And I don't know where that's going to be, when it's going to be. It'll probably be up in Lewiston, and at least that's only 3 hours away, so that's not as bad as Corner Lane. Okay, that side's done. Oh, and this fabric is so soft too. Nice fabric. I'll read the comments in just a minute. Okay, that's all done. Now I can fold it inside out. Get a drink of water. Hi, Debbie. How's it going? Or Deb S. How are you doing? Yeah, I do too, but I'd like to get Brandon taken care of. You know, he's miserable. More like coal years. Absolutely. Donna says her uh, trigger thumb surgery was no big deal. Didn't even need therapy and no downtime. Okay, awesome. Teresa says, I had carpal tunnel, trigger thumb on the same hand and had surgery on both at the same time. Well, I had carpal on, it's the same hand, but I didn't have trigger thumb back then. Yeah, Laura, I wish we had the answer to it all too. The fatigue is, um, what I'm thinking with the Lyrica is I probably am not going to take it as subscribed because she wants me to do this for one pill at night for 7 days. It's 50 milligrams. And then after 7 days, take one at night and one in the morning, I think for 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, if everything's going okay, then do 3 pills a day. And I honestly don't think I need that much. That would be 150 milligrams a day. And I don't know about the other fibro sufferers out there, but for me, it doesn't take. I'm really how am I going to say this? Um, I don't need as many milligrams of something in order for it to work. You know what I mean? So I know it's so I think I'm going to do, like 2 weeks at 50 milligrams and then see how I feel, you know. I know your body's got to get used to it and do like a build up thing. So, we'll see. Yes, Jackie. I oh, whoops. I already answered that question. Let me jump back down here. Could the pain be coming from your neck? Oh, yeah. Definitely. The pain comes from my neck and my back and, well, with fibromyalgia, it's just all over. It's like trigger points, you know. So, and whatever you do, don't hug me. No hugging. Exactly, Shelley. I'm a lightweight. Yeah, definitely. Okay, I think I did pretty good with my 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So I don't think I need to trim that up. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do, now when you're not busy talking like I'm doing, these pillows really go fast. They don't take this long. Really fast to do. Okay. Pull out your corners. And, you know, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia back in, it was either 98 or 99. So I've had it for a long time. And it has gotten worse over the years. So do not use scissors to poke that out. Use your purple thingy. Otherwise, you're going to poke a hole in that. Yeah, that's not legal in Idaho. So, of course, it was legal in Oregon when I lived over there. My husband just had to move over here to Idaho. And they still haven't legalized it here. But yeah, it does work. Especially the cream or the like CBD oil. That's really helpful. I mean, there are things that help reduce your pain. You know, you could take a warm bath with Epsom salt. That helps. Having a light massage with certain oils, that helps. I used to get and you know, I'll have to say that I'm not as bad. My fibro is not as bad as it has been, okay? Because there's been times where I've been in beds for months. And back then I tried acupuncture, and that did help. It took a long time for me to get benefit out of that, and they had to be really, really careful. They could hardly put the needles in at all. Okay, so you have to find an acupuncturist who will work with you, or who has worked with people with fibromyalgia. But really, if you want to try that and you haven't, make sure that they don't put that needle in very far. You know, it's painful to let them experiment, but it's worth it in the end to allow them to learn how far they can put that needle in, you know, where you can get the benefit. So anyway, my acupuncturist was pretty good. So you'll want to press this seam out. Massages help, but then again, you have to find somebody who is willing to work with you, because you don't want to get a body massage where they press too hard. You know, all those things take a while to gain some benefit off, because you're definitely going to feel a lot worse before you feel better. If I had an acupuncturist person here in this little town, I would do it. But I'm not going to drive an hour and a half. And I don't even think they have one in Grangeville. I lose all the benefit having to drive that far. And that's another reason why I keep telling Brandon that I want to move from here, because I want to get closer to doctors and stuff. Right? Yeah. Slow light stretching, massage, and acupuncture. Yep. All of that helps. A warm, like I said, a warm bath with Epsom salt. That helps. You don't even have to lay down all the way in the tub. Like if you just want to do your legs and hips, that's really helpful. I do that quite often. Um, and I make my own massage oil. It has lavender and other essential oils that are good for muscle aches. So try all the things until you find stuff that helps. The other thing that cold weather, you know, is tough for fibromyalgia. Okay, so now now you're really going to have a thick, thick, thick seam right there where all those pieces came together. Yeah, the other reason she put me on the Lyrica is because I've been getting tingling in my feet and red bottoms on my feet too. The bottoms of my feet are red. And so I think that's the other reason she wanted me to try the Lyrica. I need to clean my glasses. It's been over an hour. We need to stand up for a minute too. Oh, my pants are so baggy. I have to wear really baggy pants because I don't like anything too tight because it hurts. Because it hurts. So my pants, like, I could pull them down just. They're super baggy. I usually just wear lounge pants, you know. Mine isn't like a wasp sting. It's just a tingling, like your feet are asleep. Kind of like that. But the redness, and like my feet are cold. I have these slippers on and socks, and my feet, my toes are still cold. Not freezing cold, but you know, chilled. They're not super red, but a little bit red. But they've been like really, really red. So it could be circulation problem, and or it could be from my back, my pinched nerves in my back. Who knows, God. I look nice in this color, in orange. Thank you. Yeah, Vivian, it makes me dizzy. Especially the first day, definitely was dizzy. So I kind of hung out on the couch quite a bit Friday and didn't do too much. Um, yeah, definitely. Okay, let me look here real quick. Absolutely, Kathy. She says, when you are healthy, you are wealthy. Lisa said her doctor says surgery is next too. Perhaps we could all get together and have it done at the same time. Wonder if we could get a discount on that. Yeah, I can do the CBD oils and stuff like that in Idaho. Um, oh, the other thing I've been putting on there is that my husband has that MSNO, whatever. I've been putting that on there, and that has helped a little bit. Hi, Nancy. Bless your heart too, sweetheart. Thank you, Laura. I hope so too. You had a picnic with your mom, Mona? Awesome. Oh, that is so sweet. Bye, Linda. How are you doing, Brenda? We just had a cold supper. It was actually yummy. Oh, the power's off. Oh, oh no, don't want to leave. Do you have a generator you can run and plug your freezer in? Oh, that's awesomely, Sheila. Only living 20 minutes away from medical specialists. Bye, June. Take care. Have I bought any new fabric? Yeah, I bought some new fabric from So Yeah last night. When I get it, I'll show it to you. Thank you, Nancy, for reminding everybody to do the thumbs up. Okay, 3:15. I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be right back, okay? 15 yards, Mona? Oh my goodness. I didn't buy that much, I don't think. Oh, you bought the polka dots? Oh, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Uh, Hi, Joan. No generator. Most times they get it back on within 24 hours. Yeah, that's what I do with my freezer. I don't know if you do this or anybody else, but um I keep water jugs in the freezer that I kind of fill the empty space. That way, when the power goes out, I have frozen jugs in there, and that helps keep everything frozen for a while. Um, I wear lounge pants around the house most of the time. Yeah, me too. You know, in the morning, once um, I think it's time to get dressed, I'm like, all right, go ahead and put some pants on and put a blouse on and do this and do that. Just kind of makes me feel better, like I'm getting ready to go to the post office or the store or something like that. And but probably within 3-4 hours, the lounge pants come back on because I cannot stand to wear pants, blue jeans. You know, they hurt. Welcome home, Joan. 2-hour trip to your daughters? Oh, awesome. Oh, wow. 3 quilt shops? Lucky you. What color of polka dots did you get, Mona? You wear lounge pants everywhere? Yeah, if I'm feeling really bad, I might wear them down to the post office or the store, but, you know, not that often. Pink, blue, and not sure. Purple, I think. I want every color, but not 5 yards of each, right? Oh no, Lisa said apparently she bought 15 yards of polka dots too. Uh-oh. My hands and feet have a prickly, stinging sensation. Oh, that could be neuropathy, right, Vivian? My mother-in-law used to have that. Not nice stuff. Yeah, I haven't bought anything from So Yeah in quite a while. But I was on last night. I haven't bought any fabric in a while other than from like the sew sampler boxes and stuff. So I thought, and so I have a budget, that I haven't used. And so I gave myself a budget last night on So Yeah. I had a little notebook piece of paper. I kept track of everything. I kept track of the price. And I did not go over my budget. As a matter of fact, I was probably $25 under the budget I had set for myself. So I think I did pretty good. And I got two 108s for quilts that I need to quilt. So I got some backings, and then and they're really pretty. One of them I think will go with the purple and green quilt that Kay and I are doing. So I'm hoping that'll look good for that quilt. And then the other one I got, I'm hoping it'll look good for the red and white quilt. And because it's grays, white with gray flowers and stuff like that. Hi, Teresa. And then I think I bought um, one bundle, 3 yard, 3 1 yard cuts of a batik. I might have done that twice. Only one was batiks and the other one was I can't remember what color, but it was just cotton, regular fabric. Thank you, Brenda. Brenda says she's proud of me that I stayed on budget. Okay, now we remember where we are with this pillowcase. Now you do right sides together, and we're going to sew that seam in, and that's where they call that the French seam. And I'm going to do a 1/4 inch seam. Okay. And this is where you could, I would probably just kind of use, I wouldn't have to use pins necessarily, but I might put a couple of clips here and there, just, or it would be probably better to press it. But I kind of finger pressed it, and I used my little roller there. You can kind of feel that seam with your fingers, you know, where that seam is supposed to be. I really like doing the pillowcases with the French seam because they just last so much longer. And a French seam is really not hard to do, you know. You don't have all of that fabric fraying on you. You might, oh, you may have. Yeah, they had just a little bit of tilde fabric there. Brenda made a new pillowcase last night for the hubby. Awesome. These are going to go for the red and white quilt. Hi, Mama Harden. How's it going? Hello, Christina. Christine, how are you? Sorry, I put an A on there. My day's going pretty good. About ready for my nap. Okay, 1/4 inch. And I'm going to back stitch here at the beginning. And I'm going to, it's really hard to get through all those layers on this knot. It's kind of like when you try to sew some blue jeans. It's really bad. So I go really slow, kind of sneak up on it. Just go slow. Because I do not want to bend my needle. And I see it just lost a stitch there. So I'm going to go back over it again when I'm done here. Sometimes you have to go over that thick part a couple of times. And I just sew all the way off, and then I turn it. Yeah, you guys, people been having a lot of storms out there. Gee whiz. Crazy weather going on. I really thought that that snow we had would, I would lose all of the blooms on my crabapple tree out there, but it looks pretty good. Looks like it's going to have a lot of blooms on it, so. I have not seen very many hummingbirds around this year at all. Almost done. Okay, now I'm going to go back over that hump because I know I lost a stitch or two, but I'm going to go at it at a different direction. Okay. And again, I'm just going to go really slow over it. Kind of sneak up on it. There. Okay. Now, I noticed that over on So Becca's on Friday when she did hers, she had cute little labels and stuff. She talked about how you could put labels in your pillowcases and stuff and the different kind of labels. I thought that was a great idea. I didn't put any labels. These are for me, so wow, that looks pretty good. Look at that, you guys. Lines up and everything. Woohoo! Double thumbs up. We had massive storms yesterday. I had to park for a while. Uh-oh. You're a good egg, Nancy. That's from Lisa. Lisa's looking forward to bedtime. Hola. How are you doing? Teresa said we have one rolling in right now. Uh-oh. Okay, so you could press these two. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I got a few strings hanging out, but that's okay. I can cut those off. But for the most part, that worked out pretty good. So you want that first seam to be 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, and then the next one, 1/4 of an inch. But I should have, after I did the 1/8, I should have made sure that all of the threads were cut off first before I did the 1/4 of an inch. But oh well, it'll be all right. I'm kind of losing my internet connection. Thanks, you guys. So I'm going to poke that corner out there. And now I can do the next one. I have it all ready to go. Oh, I cannot wait until I get the red quilt quilted. It's going to be the next one I put on the long arm. So, do one somebody else's quilt and then do one of mine. And then do somebody else's quilt and then do one of mine. And I'm just going to do like a big meander on that red quilt. I'm not going to do nothing wild or crazy, so it won't take long to do it. A couple of 3 days maybe. Because I can only do a couple of passes a day, you know. But maybe things will start getting better and I can quilt longer and sew longer and do all those things. Yeah, I really like that. So pretty. That is so pretty. That's okay, Kim. Yeah, pillowcases are so easy to make, and really they don't take that long. It took me for a while because I'm talking so much. But that's what we do on Sundays, right? We sew and chat, sew and chat, sew and chat. Okay, so I got the next one already in a burrito and ready to sew. I think I'll get started on it. It's storming in Tennessee. Yeah, exactly, Susan. I think I love having coordinated pillowcases that match my quilt. It just kind of finishes up the room, you know. And I still have all the fabric to do the pillow shams in the red and white, right? So I'm going to do those next. So I'll show you that as soon as I get this sewn together. I hope you're feeling better, Nancy. That's from Mona and me. That was a weird noise. Oh, I'm pushing things off my desk here. I was like wondering what that was. the pillow shams will take longer than the pillowcases. But that's okay. At least I'll have the pillowcases. Okay, here we go. Stay safe, everyone. That's from Donna. Hi, Patricia. She says, when I do a quilt for someone, I make a pillowcase for them to store it in or use it. They love it. That is a great idea. When I do a quilt, I usually have some leftover fabric from the project, so I make them a pillow, like, you know, a little bed pillow to go with the quilt, or sometimes I make two. You know, because I like to use up that fabric. So sometimes I'll do one or two little pillows, especially if the quilt is for little kids. They seem to like that. Okay, so this fabric kind of looks the same as this one, but they are different. This one doesn't have butterflies on it. This one has butterflies. And this one has flowers. But I figured, you know, they're close enough to be in the same. They look the same, that it wouldn't matter, right? And nobody's really going to see my bedroom anyway besides Brandon, so. All right, so I'm going to straighten this up. And then has anybody been, thank you, Becky, and hello, Becky. Yeah, I saw some elk out in the yard last night, and before the elk, there were some white-tailed deer out in the yard, and those, the elk and the white-tailed deer both love eating dandelions. My yard is just full of dandelions this year, and after they got done, I hardly had one dandelion. They went around and ate all of the dandelions, which I thought was great, you know. I mean, the plant is still there. The flowers are just all gone. And I don't really mind dandelions as long as I don't get too many. But, you know, if you let one go to seed, then, oh my God, you're going to have plenty of dandelions out in the yard. But dandelions are good. They're good to eat. They're good to make tea. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, everybody. Joan said, no tornado warnings yet, but might be on the way. Ooh. Oh, no, Lisa. Lisa said I was 2x4 too short on my long arm, so I ripped up an old sheet and added 7 inches to each side. She's going to hate me. I I don't think so. Why would she hate you? She probably isn't even going to know. Um, I'm coming up short on the quilt that I have on the long arm right now, and I'm debating on what to do about that. I'm going to be like an inch short or so, maybe an inch and a half, which I knew it was going to do that because she didn't send me enough fabric. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that yet. But really, the quilt like takes up the whole dang long arm. This has been a real pain in the ass. Every part of it. Goodbye, Lisa. Oh, I know, Becky. I am very grateful for the for all of that. That is for sure. It is a beautiful view. The people in this town are very nice. And it's awesome to see wildlife like we do. And, you know, it's awesome to live in a place where I can go pick huckleberries. And I just hope I'm feeling well enough to pick huckleberries in August because I'm almost out. So I'm just pressing that seam a little bit. I knocked my roller, seam roller thing off of the table, so. All right, so this one is ready to sew again. I just lost my computer. There, and now it's back. So, once again, normally we do right sides together, but with French seams, we do the opposite. We do the wrong side together first. And that's how I remember it. Do the opposite of what it should be, or what you think should be, you know? Match up those seams. Okay, looks pretty good. Pin along. Those storms are bouncing all over Missouri. Well, y'all be careful out there. Feel so bad for all the people who have lost their homes and their communities. It's terrible. Oh, I gotta go shut that door. Okay. Hello, everyone coming in. Hi, Bri. Doing pillowcases to match the red and white gray quilt that I made a while back. And then after I get these pillowcases done, I'm going to start on the pillow shams. Yeah, my back is not happy with me. I'm going to go have to lay down here in a bit. Stretch my back out. So far, everything is east of Kim. That is not quite even. So I need to trim that up. It's not too badly off. I'm going to take that pin out of there. Have you guys been watching any good movies lately, or TV shows? Anything good? Hubby has to do the same thing, Teresa, to do his back. Yeah, it's those part of the problem are those Tarlov cysts. They're spinal fluid cysts, and they fill up during the day, or the more you're up, and you have to lay down a certain angle in order for them to drain. That's one of the things I'll probably have to have taken care of one of these days. But there was, the last time I checked into it, which was years ago, there was only one doctor that did the surgeries for those. And they only had like less than 5% success rate on those. So I say, I guess the longer you can go without having back surgery, the better off you are, because I don't know anybody who's had back surgery where, after a year, they're still glad they did it. Watching Cold Files. Okay, I'm watching a show that is very difficult to watch because it's in a different language that I don't speak, so I have to read it, and it's called Homicide Hill. Homicide Hill. They are in I believe they're in Germany somewhere. So yeah, they're speaking German. And there's a few words I know in German and Dutch, because my grandmother, my mom's mom, was Dutch, or I'm half Dutch. So oh, that's great, Donna. She said, Teresa, I am one. I had back surgery in 1995 and I have not had any problems. I'm glad I did. Well, that is awesome, Donna. Really, you are the only one I know who has said that. I'm going to write that down on the calendar. Yes, Nancy, you said it. She is very blessed. See you tomorrow, Kathy. Are you going to be on tomorrow? Monday? It is a holiday, you know. I haven't read any good books lately. I do the Audible books, and I tried a new book the other day, and it's a very slow start. And so I kind of got bored with it and put it away, and I went back out to listen to an old book that I've listened to I don't know how many times. Lots. What I need to be doing, the book I need to read is uh, the driver's license handbook. That's the book I need to be reading. Let's see. I wanted to show you. I know I've showed you this before. Okay, I didn't finish the second pillowcase because I need to go lay down for a little bit. I know I've showed this to you before, but maybe you want to see it again because it's so darn pretty. So this is all of the leftover fabric from the red and white quilt. There's still a lot of fabric in there. Plus some leftover red and white half square triangles from pressed flowers. I just went ahead and put those in here because I figured, you know, they pretty much match. But I still have a whole bunch of 3.5-inch squares, and then I still have quite a bit of fabric that hasn't been cut up yet. So what I'm probably going to do is whatever is about a fat quarter, you know, I'm going to put it away, put it back on the shelf. What is less than a fat quarter, because I still have these strips and stuff, I'm going to finish cutting them up into 3.5-inch squares so that I have more colors. And then I have the, remember these. So I'm going to use these for the pillow sham. So I'm thinking I'm going to do like, probably, I'm going to do king size. And so I'm probably going to do like, just have three of these down the middle, and then go, then I will do it'll have the red border, right? Then I'll do a white border, kind of frame those in, and then I will put the rest of the pillow, I will add the 3.5-inch pieces, okay? So it'll match the quilt. So that's my plan with these. Plus, whatever I have left on these, I'm going to make a couple of little throw pillows out of them. It'll be so cute, you guys. It'll be so cute. It'll be just adorable. And then when I get the whole bed made and everything set up, I'll take a picture of it so you guys can see how cute it is. Right? Okie dokie, let's see what you guys have to say. I hope you feel better, Teresa. Thank you. It is a nice amount of leftovers. That was a nice kit. Really nice kit. It was this kit. And I got it like half off. Scarlet Stitches and White Linen, it was called. And the fabric was Henry Glass. And I didn't make this pattern, you know, but I bought it because I loved the fabric, right? I loved the fabric. But I wasn't crazy about the pattern. So anyway. Rest well, TeresaLouise. Thanks for being here. Smash that like button. Thank you, everybody. Love the red fabric, Teresa. That will be gorgeous. Thank you for being here and sharing your sewing experience. You're welcome, Becky. All right, you guys all be safe now. Prayers and blessings to everybody in this terrible, crazy weather that we're having, whether you're in the tornado areas or just the bad rain and flooding, or maybe you're in the areas where it's really hot, too hot. Please take care of yourself. Be sure, especially if you're in the hot area, well, anywhere, that you have emergency go bag. Make sure you have an emergency go bag. Make sure you have water. I will get some rest. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate you guys being here too. And I hope all of you feel better soon. I say prayers for all of you. And bless you all. I love having you here. You guys really, really make my day and my week. So take care of everybody and happy sewing, okay? Love y'all. Bye.